You're welcome to number 7 Surest tip to wow yourself and your French examiner. And this tip is titled Les Pronoms Toniques versus Humans. Les Pronoms Toniques versus Humans. Now, on the screen, we have some questions. All right, just quickly practice with them, and you should be rest assured that by the end of the session, we are coming back with accurate solutions to them. Now, let's dive in. When we say pronoun tonique, it is used in 3 different ways. The first one is that it is a form of pronoun that is closely related to indirect objects. Okay, so at least you have an idea of indirect object from the number 6 tip, right? Now, and the difference is that there is no deletion of preposition a when pronoun tonique is used, right? But indirect object, you delete. For example, he speaks to him, okay? Il lui parle. He speaks to the politician. He speaks to him. Il lui parle. So once you use indirect object, all right, you will not put a again. But that is not the case with pronoun tonique. Pronoun tonique will still keep the a, all right? And we have them on the screen there. Moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. All right. And when we talk about pronoun tonique, it is used to replace humans, all right, that fall in indirect object sense, all right? It is used for humans, not maybe things, no, all right, not non-humans. So we use pronoun tonique to replace humans. Now let's take example. We have il parle à l'homme et sa femme. He speaks to the man and his wife. Il parle à eux. He speaks to them. And you need to know that it has the same meaning as il le parle. Just that il le parle is using indirect object, while il parle à eux is using pronoun tonique. It's just simple. All right. Then we have explained it on the screen there so that you can get it further. Then let's take the second example. Je donne l'argent à elle. Je donne l'argent à elle. I give the money to them. All right. And elle is signifying maybe the ladies or the women. Right. So à elle. All right. Good. So, and the third one, ils rendent visite à eux. You realize that from all the examples that we are using here, we are keeping a, okay? Good. And they relate to humans, right? They relate to humans. I mean, the objects now, the indirect objects, they relate to humans. Good. The same thing with indirect object that we treated in tip number 6, does that the difference, right, is that one is used for with a, one is not used with a. That's just it. But the two of them, both indirect object and pronoun tonique, are used to replace humans. Okay, we are going to treat very shortly. We are going to treat in another tip the ones that you will use for maybe non-humans. Okay, maybe things. Good. So we have the fourth one there. Okay, we've not even finished. Let's take the third one. Il rend visite à eux. He visits them. And in literal translation, it means he pays a visit to them. He pays a visit to them. Il rend visite à eux. All right. And they are using masculine plural here. That's the eux. Okay. Okay. Let's say that he visits maybe the ladies or the women. Then we'll be using il rend visite à elle, just as we used in number 2, all right? So, but in number 3, it is masculine plural that is referring to. And then the fourth one, we have mon confrère téléphone à moi, right? My colleague is phoning me. And in literal translation, my colleague is giving me a phone call, okay? Or is giving a phone call to me. That's the preposition there. So we are keeping it, all right? Mon confrère téléphone à moi, okay? Good. And let's go to the second one. Pronoun tonique can also be used as a direct object. You know that the first one that we treated is that it can be used, okay, in indirect object sense, all right, when it's referring to humans, all right, and then we keep a. But this other one, pronoun tonique, can be used as a direct object too. How? It is only applicable where a pronoun is combined with noun or nouns in either subjective or objective case. And when we say subjective case, as in the subject, and when we say objective case as the object, okay, for example, I know that that may be too grammatical to you, but in the example, you will understand it better. The first example there, Alice et moi sommes des amis intimes. Alice and I are intimate friends, all right? Now, normally, if I is coming alone, we'll say je. right? So, but you can never say Alice et je. It's forbidden in French. So in French, we now say that, okay, if you are combining it with another now with a noun, right? Okay, or another thing, then your combination, we have something of the nature. In number one, Alice and I, Alice et moi, okay? And that's how it makes sense. And you know the verb already, Alice et moi sommes, okay? Alice and I. In other words, we are intimate friends, okay? Alice et moi sommes des amis intimes. And I noticed something that it's forbidden in French to combine subject personal pronouns such as je, tu, il, masculine pluriel, elle, féminin pluriel, with another actor in the subject sense. Hence the use of moi in the example above. Just as you cannot say Alice and you and say it in French as Alice et tu. No, it's forbidden. You say Alice et toi, Alice and you, or you and Alice. Now let's take example 2. Pierre et toi êtes traducteur. Pierre et toi êtes traducteur. Peter and you are translators, right? But if it is coming alone, you are a translator. You say tu es traducteur, tu. But when we combine it, okay, with a noun, then pronoun tonique is used. Pierre et toi. Okay, then in number 3 as well, we have Mathilda et eux parlent français couramment. Okay, they and Mathilda speak French fluently. We can't say Mathilda et il. No. Okay, even though it is in subjective case. Okay, it's a subject. Immediately we are combining it with a noun. All right, that's what we are stressing here. We use pronoun tonique with it. All right, so that's how we said. If you go back to that number 2, all right, I said that pronoun can be used as a direct object. All right, so and if we are saying it in that sense, the direct object, all right, can as well be used in subjective case, just as we have in those examples here. Now, let's take the number 4, the one that we use in in objective case. Number 4, je vois le soldat et toi sous l'arbre. Here, je is a subject, all right, vois is a verb, le soldat et toi, okay, you and the soldier, or the soldier and you, that's the object, all right, under the tree. Look at it. So, je vois le soldat et toi, all right. So now, even though you, okay, is you, but the you we are using here is pronoun tonique. You need to understand that. So, je vois le soldat et toi sous l'arbre. Now, let's move further. We have the third aspect that we can use pronoun tonique. It is used with se, all right. Pronoun tonique is used with se. Okay, which means it is or this is. Now, let's try some example. C'est moi, it's me. C'est lui, it's him. C'est elle, it's her. C'est toi qui es arrivé tard. You came late. Or in literal sense, it is you who came late. Look at it. C'est toi qui es arrivé tard. Okay, you came late. You came late. And you remember what we said the other in the previous sessions, that the subject must go with the verb. That's why we cannot say c'est toi qui es and put the as est. No. Okay, it is you who came late. So the came must go with the subject you. Exactly. Just like we cannot say he go, we say he goes. So the same thing that we just did here. Now, let's go back to the solutions now. In the first question, we have je vois le soldat, okay, et toi, just as we just did in the example there, je vois le soldat. So we are using pronoun tonique there. And the second one, okay, let me try to take that down a bit. You cannot say je vois le soldat et tu. You can say je vois le soldat et là. No, je vois le soldat et toi. All right. So then the second one there, l'homme dit merci à Jacques et toi. Okay, the man is saying thank you to Jack and you. So how do we say he's saying thank you to you, to the two of you now? All right, you know that Jacques et toi, if we combine them together, that will give us vous, all right? You and Jack. In other words, the two of you, you. So vous will be the answer. Il dit merci à vous. Il dit merci à vous. Now, number 3, Mathilda et moi parlons français. All right, Mathilda and I speak French. Okay, Mathilda et moi. Okay, you can't say Mathilda et me. No. So you remember that we have treated that before, that when you are combining it, and you can say je, when you are combining with another noun, the pronoun je will change to moi. right? Or with a noun rather. We are combining with a noun. The pronoun je will change to moi. So Matilda et moi parlons français. Then the fourth one, c'est toi qui es le vainqueur. You are the winner. C'est toi qui es le vainqueur. All right. Now you can say c'est nous qui est le vainqueur. Why? Because nous cannot go with the verb est. All right. Even though we can say c'est nous as well, but the verb will change. It will now be c'est nous qui sommes, okay, les vainqueurs. Okay, we are the winners. C'est nous qui sommes les vainqueurs. That's if we are using. So the subject must go with the verb. You need to understand that. So, and the last one there, number 5, il parle aux ouvriers, all right, is talking to the workers. Il parle à eux, all right, il parle à eux. And you remember that this is pronoms toniques that keeps the preposition à, okay? It is different from COE that will not keep preposition à. In other words, now like this one now, it speaks to them, okay? Il parle à eux. This one is pronoms toniques. If we are using it as COE, okay, complément d'objet indirect, then we say il le parle, all right? It speaks to them, even though it has the same sense, but one is keeping preposition à, and that is pronoms tonique, and the other one is not keeping it. That's complément d'objet indirect. And we are going to pause here, try to subscribe, and as well, you can share, all right, and share the link. So I will see you in the next tip. Merci beaucoup. À bientôt.